your engine is already dying. Not tomorrow, right now. And if you have been stretching your oil changes even slightly past the recommended interval, the damage is happening silently, invisibly, and expensively inside your engine block while you sit here reading this. This video exposes the 7 most devastating consequences of delayed oil changes that Japanese mechanics watch destroy perfectly good engines every single week, and it is going to save you from flushing anywhere from $2,000 to $12,000 straight into the garbage. We are counting down from number 7 to number 1, and I need you to stay until the end, because the final consequence on this list has cost real American car owners an average of $8,400 in a single repair visit. Japanese master mechanics call it the most preventable automotive financial disaster in the modern era. Leave early. And that knowledge walks out the door with you. Stay, and you will never ignore that little sticker in your windshield corner again. Number 7 is what mechanics call thermal breakdown betrayal, and it starts quietly stealing from you at around mile 8,000 without a single warning light. Here is the trap. You bought a newer vehicle, maybe a 2019 to 2022 Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, or Nissan Sentra, and your dealer told you modern synthetic oil lasts 10,000 miles easy. So you stretched it. Maybe 11,000, maybe 12. You trusted the engineering. But Consumer Reports documented in their 2021 engine longevity study that drivers who extended oil intervals by even 15% beyond manufacturer recommendations showed measurable viscosity breakdown by mile 8,000 in real-world driving conditions. When oil loses viscosity, it stops forming the critical hydrodynamic wedge between metal surfaces. Your engine's moving parts begin making contact they were never engineered to make. The nightmare does not announce itself dramatically. It shows up as a quiet 10 to 15% increase in internal friction that slowly grinds your smooth-running engine toward a $2,000 bottom-end repair bill. One bad habit. One expensive regret. Stretching your oil change interval is not saving you time. It is buying yourself a future you cannot afford. Number 6 involves a component you cannot see and probably never think about, and Japanese mechanics rank it as the second most common cause of premature engine death before 30,000 miles. Stop and let that number sink in. 30,000 miles. Your oil passages, the tiny 3 to 5 millimeter galleries drilled through your engine block and cylinder head, are the circulatory system of your entire powertrain. When you delay your oil change, oxidized oil begins depositing varnish and sludge inside those passages, and the destruction is invisible until it is catastrophic. Toyota issued a technical service bulletin covering 2007 through 2011 Camry and RAV4 models with the 2AZ FE engine, specifically because delayed oil changes were starving the variable valve timing system of oil pressure. That bulletin affected over 400,000 vehicles. When your VVT system runs oil-starved even briefly, the variable cam phaser, a component costing between $800 and $1,400 to replace, wears at a rate 15 times faster than normal. You will not hear it failing. You will just get a check engine light, a rough idle, and an estimate that makes your stomach drop. Delayed oil changes are not lazy. They are a direct financial gamble with one of your most expensive engine systems. Number 5 hits turbocharged vehicle owners hardest. And if you are driving anything from a 2015 Ford EcoBoost F-150 to a 2018 Subaru WRX or a 2020 Hyundai Tucson with the 1.6 turbo, pay attention right now, because this is your personal financial nightmare. Turbochargers spin between 100,000 and 300,000 RPM. The only thing standing between that shaft and catastrophic bearing failure is a continuous pressurized film of clean engine oil. When you delay your oil change, thermal degradation products begin coating your turbo's oil feed line with carbon deposits. The NHTSA complaint database shows over 6,000 individual owner reports across 2016 to 2023 model years linking turbo failure directly to extended oil change intervals. a replacement turbocharger runs between $1,400 and $3,200 in parts alone before a single minute of labor. Your warranty will not cover it if the dealer pulls your service records and finds inconsistent maintenance. Your insurance will not cover it either. Every extra week you wait is another layer of carbon building inside that feed line. This is not a risk. This is a money pit with a turbo badge, and you are funding it every time you delay. Number 4 is piston ring and cylinder wall scoring, and this is the moment your engine crosses the line from repairable machine to expensive paperweight. When degraded oil with elevated acid content circulates through your cylinders, it chemically attacks the microscopic honing pattern on your cylinder walls. That crosshatch pattern is what allows your piston rings to seal combustion gases and control oil consumption. Destroy it and everything falls apart fast. NHTSA data shows the 2011 through 2013 Hyundai Sonata and Kia Optima with the 2.4 Theta 2 engine experienced catastrophic internal scoring at rates significantly higher than comparable vehicles, and independent analysis consistently pointed to oil maintenance habits as a major contributing factor. When your cylinder walls score, you burn oil visibly, you lose compression, your fuel economy collapses by up to 22%, and you are looking at a full engine rebuild starting at $3,000 and climbing to $6,000. The regret you feel standing at that service counter is a feeling no amount of saved time could ever justify. Cylinder wall scoring does not forgive negligence, and it does not offer second chances. Number 3 is engine sludge, and this is the single most documented consequence of delayed oil changes in the entire automotive repair industry. Here is what makes sludge so terrifying. It is not a gradual problem. It is a tipping point problem. Your engine looks fine, runs fine, and then one morning it just does not. Toyota issued an unprecedented extended warranty covering sludge damage on 3.0-liter V6 engines in 1997 through 2002. Camry, Avalon, Highlander, and Sienna models after thousands of owners reported complete engine failure with zero warning. The settlement covered repairs up to $8,000 per vehicle. Sludge blocks your oil pickup tube, and that is your engine's equivalent of a full cardiac arrest. Within minutes of oil pressure loss, your rod bearings are destroyed, your crankshaft journals are scored, and you are shopping for a new engine. This is not a ticking time bomb. This bomb has already been armed the moment you decided to delay that oil change. Sludge is patient. It waits, and when it strikes without mercy and without warning. Number 2 is LSPI, low-speed pre-ignition. And if you drive any turbocharged direct injection engine built after 2014, this is the consequence that should genuinely frighten you. Before we even get to number 1, LSPI causes spontaneous uncontrolled combustion events inside your cylinder that generate pressure spikes up to 3 times normal combustion force. 3 times. These spikes crack pistons, bend connecting rods, and destroy ringlands in a single firing event. One event. GM issued technical bulletins covering their 1.4 and 2.0 turbocharged Ecotec engines, warning specifically that oil condition directly influences LSPI frequency. Degraded oil with depleted anti-wear additives dramatically increases the rate of occurrence. A cracked piston means your engine is finished. Replacement runs $4,000 to $7,000, and no mechanic can guarantee another event will not happen the next day if the root cause is not fixed. Degraded oil in your turbocharged direct injection engine is not a maintenance issue. It is a loaded gun, pointed directly at the most expensive component you own. Cocked and ready every single time you start the car. Number 1 is total catastrophic rod bearing failure, and this is the reason Japanese mechanics issue warnings about engines dying before 30,000 miles with a financial brutality that leaves owners completely devastated. Your connecting rod bearings are the thin precision shells separating your rotating crankshaft from your connecting rods. They survive entirely on oil pressure and oil film integrity. When you delay your oil changes consistently, bearing clearances increase as softer bearing material wears against hardened steel journals. Oil pressure drops. And then one cold morning, with degraded oil that has lost its viscosity modifiers, you hear it. A deep rhythmic metallic knock from somewhere deep inside your engine. That sound means you have approximately 0 miles remaining before this engine destroys itself from the inside out. A rod-bearing failure that throws a connecting rod through your engine block costs between $5,000 and $12,000 to repair. On a vehicle with over 100,000 miles, that estimate often exceeds the entire value of the car. Total economic loss. NHTSA has received thousands of complaints citing sudden catastrophic engine failure in vehicles owners described as well-maintained. And every experienced mechanic asks the same first question every single time. When was your last oil change? You just learned what every Japanese master mechanic already knows. The most expensive automotive decision you will ever make is the one you keep delaying. That sticker in your windshield corner is not a suggestion. It is the cheapest insurance policy your engine will ever have. Share this with every car owner you care about before they learn this lesson, the way that costs everything.